everything under control. Nature, in this regard, is a great teacher. But if brute force impressed you, wait until you meet a small, marine creature that kills with a simple, invisible shot, without noise, without warning, and without cure. Cone snail, the miniature marine killer. If someone told you that a snail could kill you, would you believe it? It sounds like a joke, but the venomous cone snail is far from a joke. Despite its modest size, it is one of the most underrated deadly animals in the oceans. Hidden among beautiful shells, it attracts unsuspecting divers who think they have found a rare souvenir. But inside that beauty lies a lethal weapon, a harpoon-shaped tooth that injects conotoxin. This venom affects the nervous system almost immediately, causing paralysis and, in some cases, leading to death by respiratory failure. And the worst part? There is no known antidote. That's right, if you are stung by one of these, all you can do is hope for a mild case and rush to the doctor as soon as possible. That's why this snail is among the animals that kill in seconds, even though it is small and seemingly harmless. The lesson here is simple but powerful. What seems harmless can carry the worst kind of threat. How many times in life have we trusted peaceful situations or people, only to later discover that there was a hidden poison there? Nature shows this pattern over and over again. And if you think this is surreal, imagine a fish that camouflages itself as a rock and only reveals its true face when it is too late. Stonefish, camouflaged and lethal. Imagine diving in crystal clear waters, admiring the seabed, and unknowingly stepping on one of the most dangerous animals in the world. This is the stonefish, a master of camouflage, disguised among corals and rocks. It doesn't move much, it doesn't look threatening, until it's touched. Its 13 dorsal spines inject venom in fractions of a second, causing pain that many describe as worse than giving birth or breaking bones. That's no exaggeration. It's merciless biology. The venom affects muscles, the nervous system, and can cause paralysis, necrosis, and even cardiac arrest. In regions such as Australia and Southeast Asia, it is a constant threat to divers and fishermen. The problem? Often, there is no time to identify the attack before starting to feel the effects. That's why it is a classic example of animals that kill in seconds, even without appearing lethal. Camouflage, in this case, is a weapon, not a defense. And what do we learn from this? That the greatest risk often lies where we least expect it. The stonefish reminds us that trusting only what our eyes see can be a fatal mistake. This is true for nature. And for life. Now, if you think it's discreet, get ready to meet a true master of marine subtlety. Small, beautiful, and with enough venom to take down 24 adults with a single painless bite. Blue-ringed octopus, the ocean's mini monster. It fits in the palm of your hand, has a delicate appearance, with blue rings that shine like jewels. But this charm is pure trap. The blue-ringed octopus is one of the most discreet lethal wild animals in the oceans. Its bite is practically painless, and that's where the danger lies. Because along with this bite comes a cocktail of tetrodotoxin capable of killing up to 26 adults in a matter of minutes. The toxin paralyzes muscles, stops breathing, and acts so quickly that there's barely time to seek help. And because the octopus is small and hides among rocks and coral, the encounter can happen completely unexpectedly. This makes it a true marine ghost, the kind of threat you don't even see coming. It's the height of irony. The smaller it seems, the more devastating it can be. One of the most treacherous, deadly animals in existence. And it's curious how it teaches us, in a subtle way, about the power of what is silent. Sometimes the most dangerous things in life don't scream, they whisper. They come quietly, like a bite you don't even feel. Until it's too late. But if you thought this tiny killer was surprising, get ready, this next creature is the world's most venomous, and it makes even herpetologists break out in a cold sweat just by hearing its name. Inland taipan, the world's most venomous snake. Silent, elegant, lethal. The inland taipan is the kind of creature that seems to have come out of a scientific nightmare. It's not just another snake among many, it's, in fact, the most venomous on the planet. A single bite releases enough toxins to kill about 100 adult men. And get this can happen in less than an hour. Yes, we're talking about one of the animals that kills in seconds, even when they seem calm and withdrawn. The most curious thing? The taipan generally avoids human contact. It lives in remote regions of Australia, far from the spotlight, which only reinforces the pattern we're seeing. The most lethal predators rarely make noise. Its venom mixes neurotoxins and hemotoxins, paralyzing the body from the inside while the blood liquefies. It's as if death arrives in an organized, methodical, almost cold way. A true example of a lethal wild animal. And perhaps this explains why fear is not only about the attack itself, but also about the anticipation of it. Knowing that there is such a creature, one that you may never see, but that can end everything in a simple encounter, changes the way you see the world. Now, if even the ground hides this type of threat, imagine what the tropical waters are hiding. There, where beauty is crystal clear and danger is almost invisible, lurks one of nature's most ghostly killers. Box jellyfish, the deadly ghost of the sea. Imagine going into the ocean on a sunny day, feeling the warm water air, being touched by something you never saw. That's how the box jellyfish works, one of the most lethal venomous creatures on the planet. Its nearly invisible tentacles can reach 3 meters and contain cnidocytes that release extremely powerful toxins. A single sting can cause extreme pain, respiratory failure and cardiac arrest in a few minutes. And yes, it is among the most dangerous animals in the world. What is shocking is the combination of ethereal beauty and absolute lethality. It looks like a spirit floating beneath the tropical waves, but it carries with it a venom that has already killed dozens of people on beaches in Australia and Southeast Asia. The attack is not like a shark movie with a suspenseful soundtrack. There is no warning, just a sting that quickly turns into despair. It is the height of camouflage danger, a true animal that kills in seconds. And here's an important reminder: what we don't see is often what we should fear the most. The box jellyfish symbolizes the silent risks we ignore because we think they're too pretty to be harmful. How many times has life caught you by surprise like this? Maybe now is the time to look beyond the surface. And speaking of seeing what's behind the scenes, how about exploring what really makes these 10 creatures so lethal, together, on a journey of discovery that goes far beyond biology? Now that you know the most deadly animals and the dangers hidden in nature, are you ready to apply this knowledge to your life? How will you prepare for the surprises that the world can offer, as well as these invisible predators? The lesson here goes beyond biology, it's about understanding that danger often lies where we least expect it. But by knowing what's around you, you can anticipate and be better prepared for what life has to offer. How about sharing in the comments which of these animals surprised you the most? Would you risk getting close to one of them on a safari or diving? Stay tuned, because just as nature hides its traps, knowledge also has the power to protect you. And if you want to continue learning about the animal world and the fascinating dangers it holds, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. The learning never stops here.